So, Tony, you in particular, a number of times during the offseason, outlined Proctor's importance. And he's certainly not the best player on this team, but he's probably not in a top 10 list. But in terms of importance, what are they going to do? We saw, as you mentioned, Shaw's inability on a number of plays, that 76-yard touchdown run. It seems as though anytime a coaching staff is faced with injury substitutions, they do one of two things. Either the next man up is the guy, okay, he's the best replacement, or we got to move a bunch of guys around and then find the best backup over here, and we can elevate him over there and move other people to other positions. So how do you think that's going to shake out?
Well, and it's funny. I think Ryan Day was asked about it on Monday. He called into his weekly radio spot, and people throw out names like Lathan Ransom or this guy. And then yesterday, I think it was Dave Biddle threw out a couple of names like Ryan Watts and some others. And Ryan Day's like, yeah, we're going to look at all of it. What I'm expecting is I think an easier fix would just Lathan Ransom moves from cover safety to free safety. You put somebody else at cover safety. Like Lathan Ransom, who was brought to Ohio State to play that free safety spot. If it's not him, it's either Bryson Shaw or Marcus Hooker coming into this week. And both of those guys we've seen. Bryson Shaw graded out a champion the first week. He played well. This past week, he didn't. And we've seen what Marcus Hooker is capable of in that spot. We've seen Marcus Williamson as well in that spot last year. Those guys didn't play all that well. So I'm wondering if there's been enough time this week to give that role to Lathan Ransom, and then enough time to give give Lathan Ransom's old role to somebody else, or if that's not something they can really do right now. And that free safety spot is huge. You see what happens when they don't clean up the mess. It goes for long runs. We saw that in 2018 when Jordan Fuller was playing that slot safety position for a little bit. And you look at what happened against Maryland and stuff like that. And then you look what happened when Jordan Fuller played in 2019 at that deep safety, and that was one of the best defenses in the nation. They lose him last year, and everything goes to heck. And it's still there now. And so it's a huge position. And the recruiting hasn't been all that good once Kerry Combs left, and he came back, and recruiting has gotten better. But those are some young guys that they're going to be leaning on, second-year guys, and at me, I would probably put Lathan Ransom there, but I don't know if that's what they're going to do.